Welcome to a live episode of Cars and Cast. I'm Spuddy J18 Longshore,
Along North Shore Fitted, TJ, your co-host.
and this is the Boston episode. I'm rocking the Patriot Pat.
I've got the Toppers Patriots cart collab, or cart collection. It's like a tan collection with that 39 Super Bowl patch from the first Super Bowl where they beat the Rams.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, today we toured the Freedom Trail. We looked a lot of sightseeing out in Boston. Just kind of hanging out, doing some good eats.
Yeah, we went to a game on Sunday. The Sox didn't win, but it was a good game still.
It was my first time at Fenway. That'll mark my 20th Major League Park.
We were sitting right above the Ted Williams seat. If you check our IG, you can see that.
Yeah, so like that was really cool because Katie had on the Ted Williams jersey, an old Majestic. It was just cool to have somebody, so many people walking up to us and asking us questions and things about it. It was almost like we became the experts on the seat, and
It was funny. I told him we had to look out for the seat because we're sitting in the grandstands in center field, and I was like, we were right underneath it. We couldn't have planned it any better.
yeah, it was. I mean, it was some deja vu, but ultimately, the day was great. It was great weather, and you couldn't have asked for a better day to just go experience Boston Fenway Park, and especially for my first time there, you know, good people, great everything. So, my hat's off to Boston and Fenway Park. You guys put together a great ballpark. The festivities and everything were great. And I was very happy with the arrangements.
Only thing that would have made it better is if Alec Baum, the Rookie of the Year candidate, played. Unfortunately, they had someone else at third.
Yeah, Baum does. He's third in average and third in RBIs, I believe,
Yeah,
for the Phillies.
he's
and,
up there in home runs too for the Phillies.
And he's between third and fifth for home runs. So he's definitely knocking in the numbers. So I know we've shown a couple Baum autographs on the lives, but gonna definitely have to hook him up with one of those, especially if this guy becomes a Rookie of the Year. You know, that's be something you're gonna want to hold on to.
It'll be a cool sign not to have a Dodger be Rookie of the Year because they've gone back to back a number of years now with Corey Seager and then Cody Bellinger back to back.
So let's hit the first ding. Hat switch. Minor leaguer. I'm going Pawtucket
Now
Red Sox
Yeah, the now defunct Paw Sox.
and
And now I have the Portland Beavers. This is a hat club hat. No Batterman because this is like 80s. Good gray.
well, the reason I was able to frame that hat was because the 1970 Dick Cole AAA. The Beavers were in the Pacific Coast League AAA, and that's where the Portland Beavers are. And then you got the Pawtucket Red Sox,
Now defunct. They're in
Red.
Worcester now.
Red New Era, original Batterman. They're now the Woo Sox.
Is that is that China or Haiti?
Actually, this is China. So Woola's got the hometown collection.
It's a nice tag on the inside. This one's Bangladesh, but it fits pretty good.
No hometown collection in that one though. It's a little more boxy. They say that Bangladesh is a lot more boxy, but I think this one is.
This one's pretty good. It's like I sized down when it's Bangladesh because they fit a little bit more boxy. Like in the USA made stuff and the China stuff, I like 3/4. It really depends on the hat. And then some of the Bangladesh I can even fit a half if I curve the brim up on it a little bit more.
Yeah, it's all about shape and style and,
Steaming, cleaning. It's fly your own flag. That's what New Era's
you know,
thing is.
I might hit the brim right here. I might push up a little bit on the brim right here. Whatever. My first fitted, I used to take my thumb right here and just pump it right here. So my brim would be pretty flat, except you'd have like a little bump right here, and then we'd go back to being flat. So it just looked kind of stupid, but that was my first. It was the Yankees fitted. It was just, it had no flag.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah, I usually rock them flat, and then I curve them a little bit with my hand after I wear them for a couple times. Because sometimes with the 5 ace, I get a little bit of pressure on the crown, and the way to relieve that is just to curve the brim a little bit.
Yeah, so again, I know we did a short the other day about loosening up your hat, and you see how he's kind of got a little bit of a curve going on. This hat fits me pretty well, but he's got a curve going on right now.
Yeah, I just curved it a little bit because it's a little tight. It was still okay, but I like it a little. I like my hats a little bit looser. I don't like mine as tight as a lot of people do.
Everybody is gonna probably have a gap here. You know, nobody's gonna have a perfect fit. So you might grow your hair out, you might not. Every cap is different. There's a little band on the inside here. If I take this out, you might be able to see a little bit of a white band here. That is handmade and stitched in. So all these bands are the same size. And they get somebody to wrap that around, and they actually overlap. Like when you take a tape measure around your head. And that's what makes your head size that size in this cap. So every cap size originally starts the same until they sew that together. So
they have that cool blocking machine in Buffalo too, right? At the New Era store where they can stretch stuff and they can fix stuff.
I am going to show a little segment on the blocking machine. I know TJ's going to be coming out to Buffalo in a couple months. So we are going to do a special on the blocking machine. I'll do some tips on fixing and cleaning your caps. I know that's a little service that I like to do for people. So if you got a little grimy cap, something you think you can't fix, you know, send it my way.
At least give you some advice on how we'd proceed with it.
If you got some, some gross sweat down here or a white sweatband you think you can't get clean, send it my way. Because I will definitely clean that up for you. We got references. We got people that are saying it. There are people sent my way every single day. Come get it.
Whenever I see a real creased cap or something steamed, I always ask him, I go, do you think you can fix it?
And that's where I got the idea from the blocking machine. I'm going to switch to the crossover.
I'm going to go to the Seattle Spray Paint collection from New Era.
So first we got the crossover from Hat Club. All-Star Game, 1961. Bruins colors.
They have very nice cap. The Crosscheck collection. I'd love to see Hat Club do a pre-order on these because I like the Islanders Mets one and I love that Bruins one.
And again, I went with my own kind of style. It's not really a even brim, but it's kind of an off kilter brim because I don't really wear them straight. But
yeah,
that's
a little cockeyed.
And why don't you show yours close up?
So this is the Seattle Spray Paint collection. Spidey put me onto it on newera.com because he subscribes to their emails. It's got the buttons the same color. It's got this logo worked really well. The one I really wanted was the Kansas City Royals, but that sold out before me and him could grab it.
It's an 05, bud.
Yeah. This one's a really nice one, though, that works pretty well. He has the Detroit one and the Rays that are both really good, too.
Yeah, I grabbed Detroit, the Rays, and the Brewers. You know.
This one works really well.
If you wanted my advice on any of those hats, you grab the hood teams.
Well, they just work a little better. The logos, like, they pop a little more. I like the metallic in this one in the Seattle. It pops with the gray.
And if I may for a second, you see that it's real light, but it is a nice 3D print on that Seattle logo there.
Yeah, I love this one, too, because it has a regular Batterman. I'm a little bit sick of the Cooperstown Battermans in a lot of these hats, the flats, and even the Rays Cooperstowns. I like the regular Batterman just because it's so classic when you see a ball cap.
Yeah, we're just finishing up the MLB All-Star Game. Looks like NL won 5-2.
AL.
Was it?
AL, yeah. NL won the Derby, though. Speaking of Derby...
Yeah, what do you got for us?
I got a Musa Mets. Pete Alonso won back-to-back Derbies now, and he's actually doubled his salary through winning the Derby. He's won more money in the Derby than he has in his regular contracted LB contract.
And you're gonna show us how to tell it's a Musa hat now?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the tag. It says "Made in the USA." This is a black nasty, but it's a pretty cool hat.
Let me just zoom in for those that don't really know. So you can see Made in the USA, Estados Unidos. So if you ever get a tag that's a little short and it says Estados Unidos, you know it's made in the USA.
One of my favorite comments was, he goes, what's your favorite thing in the tags? And he goes, Estados Unidos.
So
I didn't get it because I don't speak Spanish, but once he told me, I thought it was pretty funny.
you know, it's not about where you've been, it's where you're going. So you just gotta you live, you try on caps. Every cap's different, guys. So
It's just something so classical about where baseball is America's pastime. So the Musa caps, even though I like them because it's America's pastime. It's like a collection type of thing I like to see. It's like a collector's item, especially now that they closed Derby down and now they're assembling the hats in Miami, but they're basically like Bangladesh and China. They're just finishing them in the United States. So this is like an older one because there's no flag on it. So this is pre-2016.
no, that's like 08. 08's no flag.
No, but like 16 was when they started putting the flags on. So this is at least pre-16.
Before high school, when I went to high school 08, we didn't have any flags on our hats.
Yeah, they started 16, I think, when the Cubs won the World Series.
And then,
was that year they started putting the new era flags on them.
Now, I don't know a lot particularly about this team. This is the Boston Bees. This was the first professional baseball team in Boston.
I'll do some history digging.
All I know is it's green bottom. It's got a blue flag and no batterman. So I'm going to have to employ TJ here to do some
research, hometown research. I know Boston was home to the the Boston Braves for a number of years. And then they left in the 50s because they weren't going to be able to build a new stadium. And then the Red Sox took over the Jimmy Fund from them. Another interesting fact is about the Braves is after they... Another interesting fact about the Braves. Warren Spahn was drafted in Boston. He's one of the greatest left-handers of all time. He's actually from Buffalo, where Spidey is at. They have a street named after him, correct?
Yeah, so we have a street called Warren Spahn Way. It's just in South Buffalo, and it is actually the street that he grew up on. You know, everybody was basically born at like Buffalo General or, you know, ECMC, local area hospital.
The Braves were comparable to the Mets in the fact that they made a few World Series, but they were always played second fiddle to the Red Sox. Kind of like how the Mets now have always played second fiddle to the Yankees. We never got to see a Subway Series between the Braves and the Red Sox, though. Unlike New York, who got to see that in 2000.
So, if anybody knows about the Bees or you know anything more, please let us know.
Yeah, comment down below. Give us some links. I'll do some research and I'll talk about it in the next episode.
Yeah, we definitely want to know about these teams. We're just trying to do,
expand our knowledge of the game, learn more about different teams. He's gotten me into minor league stuff. I didn't appreciate minor league stuff until I found out a lot of these teams are defunct and that certain players have come through those organizations.
Yeah, so, I mean, we're going to do a touch-up on our favorite players, where they played minor league ball, all that great stuff. And it's going to be like, you know, when you were growing up and somebody asked you about your favorite player and you could pull out your hat and be like, yeah, they played here.
We got quite a few of our cards, too, from some of our favorite players.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's just another exciting aspect of we got their cards, we got their hats, you know.
I've got jerseys out the wazoo. Spidey knows. I showed him the stash in the rack in my bedroom. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we're definitely getting there, so we're all trying to do something on some level here. We like participating with the people in the comments, on our YouTube, on our Instagram, you know, even in my direct DMs. I've gotten really good feedback about people. You know, we're trying to link up with people about pins, you know, the Fit Mafia, shout out.
Thank you, Alexi, for getting me that Tigers hat from My Fitted. I posted in Fitted Mafia, and you can link to it. It's in my IG at North Shore Fitted. When I updated my IG, it's the orange tiger logo with the spring training patch and the auburn red brim.
And I've actually got 2 pins right here. And one's maybe Soko, the other one's Flat Rim Fat Boy. This is Jerry Hill's pin. So he chose like an ice cream sandwich logo that was one of his favorite treats as a kid. Then you got the polar bear. So there's their IGs. Maybe Soko, Flat Rim Fat Boy.
Speaking of favorite players, mind if I go grab something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna get some stuff.
And I just want to talk about, Jerry, you're my boy, Bill's Moth. We gotta rep each other. So, I'm just doing that. Ain't nothing. I'm gonna be putting this on my bag, just like I did with everything else here. So, everywhere I walk, gonna be chilling with me. I got the El Capitan, Hat Club, more El Capitan, The Swashbuckler by Dave Kimball, and now TJ's back to show off some jerseys. Go ahead.
I'm going to show off one of my favorite players, Dennis Eckersley. He's one of the color commentators for the Red Sox from time to time. He spent a lot of his career in different teams. He was with Boston, or he was with the Indians originally. Then he's with the Cubs. Then he went to Boston. Then he went to Oakland and finally found his stride. Then he came back to Boston when he was a has-been. This is his Indian jersey from Mitchell and Ness, the rookie year. It's got the Chief Wahoo side patch on the front. It's a USA run. It's got the 75 patch. And it's got 3X. And there's, again, the Mitchell and Ness stuff. The Musa stuff's a lot better at Mitchell and Ness. Because once they went to China and the overseas stuff,
it's a lot
thicker, and they paid more attention to detail. And I wanted to grab a couple cards I have of Dennis Eckersley.
Oh, yeah?
To show something. So
this
was something that Spidey picked up for me at a card shop out in Buffalo.
Yeah, zoom in on that.
It's the Dennis Eckersley Leaf Hall of thing, and it's got his signature on it. That's a really clean auto.
Yeah,
he doesn't sign his name a lot. It's hard to find stuff with his signature on it now.
This is called Headed to the Hall. It's from 2018. This is like 46 out of 50. I thought it was super clean. I had to get this card.
Yeah, as soon as he showed me it, he knows I'm a big Eck fan. Some of my favorite calls are from in 2018 when the Red Sox won the World Series. Mookie Betts hit a grand slam to tie it late in the game. And Eckersley goes, "It's time to party." And Mookie's jumping up and down. The whole Fenway's going nuts. It's just like, it's always great when Eck calls a game, especially with Jerry Remy. Jerry Remy was someone I grew up watching too. He's beat cancer 3 different times. It's just like it's like those people you grew up listening to on the radio. I know Dodgers fans can connect with me on that with Vin Scully. Eckersley and Jerry Remy are no Vin Scully, but around here they are. To us, because we grew up listening to him.
He's not Vince Scully, but, JR, Rick Jeanneret, having the Sabres and having classic calls like that, he's been the Sabres call for the last 50 years on and off. This last year, he was having some health struggles, but for a damn good 49 years, we had RJ doing all our Sabres calls, road, home, and we're going to overtime. How many times could I say that, we were having a decent night until we heard that phrase?
One of my favorite things about Jerry Remy is the anecdotes he talks about, because he played in baseball for so long in the 70s and 60s. When they were talking about players altering the balls, he talked about how his belt was sharpened. So when they did the infield drill, because he was a second baseman, he would sharpen the ball on his belt without the umpire knowing it, and then get it to the pitchers to try to give him an advantage. And another card I wanted to show is a graded card. It's a Topps Dennis Eckersley rookie, grade 8, from B.V. Beckett. This is another card. When I saw it, I had to have it. This was
back. There you go.
Yeah, it's very cool. I love the 70s style cards just because they're so vibrant.
And it's actually, if you collect Topps Heritage, 2 years ago would have been this same exact replica in the Topps Heritage, but up in the right corner here, you would see
Heritage,
a 35 Topps stamp.
Yeah, this year they're doing the 72 cards.
Yeah.
I have the Bill Lee.
And that's a 70.
Yeah, I have 76.
Yeah.
I have the Bill Lee 72 or 73, which is like off of this year's Topps cards.
And I'm going to switch one more time.
To Spidey J's own brand, and I got one too somewhere.
I'm going to switch. It's my personally made by Crowns and Kicks, Paul Rodriguez with the hat porn. Featuring Spuddy J18 on the side, no back, and a white flag. This is hat porn. Stay filthy, my friends, because you never know when you might need to show some filthy drip off.
Like I said, we got plenty more cards and stuff to show. We'll look out for more content. Spidey's here for another couple of days. We'll be shooting some more stuff. Look out for our IG. We're going to be doing some cool pictures in Gloucester tomorrow after he's done in Salem.
Yeah, I think it was important that we had a nice in-person conversation, a nice little live here. The All-Star game was just ending. We talk about our favorite moments. We'll recap that. We're going to talk about the Home Run Derby, maybe a little bit more. If we hit on any of our Home Run Challenge cards that we had done in the last episode. And we got a lot more content coming at you.
Yeah, I know Spidey's got some stuff at his house to ship out to me. They didn't make it in time for us to get out here. We have our cards and caps, caps from Paul Rodriguez and crowns and caps and
Crowns and Kicks.
Crowns and Kicks. He was willing to make them for us, and I'm excited to get that one in hand. He did the Boston Red Sox with our logo, and John got the Buffalo one.
Yeah. And also a shout out to Joel from Full Account Studios, hooking up that logo. My man, you're the brother out there.
I wanted to also give a shout out to one of our subscribers and someone who helped me get a hat I wanted. I've been wanting a 2007 and a 2013 Red Sox World Series cap, and I was finally able to get one thanks to one of our subscribers, Beantown Kid. If you watch us, thank you so much for pointing that link to my way for that cap. I just need the 13 one. If anybody knows a 2013 Boston Red Sox on field in a 7.5 ace or 7 3/4, send it my way in my DM in North Shore Fitted.
On that note, TJ, Beantown Kid, why don't you send me your address, because I want to send you something. We talked about it, and we really want to
hook you up with some Red Sox cards or a few different things.
Yeah, so let us know who you personally collect, and we would like to treat you to, something that you would really enjoy. So let us know.
Yeah, the more our subscribers engage, the more we're going to be helping people out. We're going to be pointing stuff out. We'll give care tips. I can do Jersey legit checks on Mitchell and Ness stuff for baseball and football, because I've got stuff to compare it to.
Yeah, so
like I said, help the community out. What was the thing you always say?
Yeah, I always say peace, love, and caps, y'all.
Yeah, peace, love, and caps.
So
have a good night, y'all, and thanks again for subscribing. Like, subscribe, share the video, and have a good night and have a good day.
Yeah, one more time, subscribe down there, like the video. Love y'all. Thank you.
Comment down below. Tell us about your favorite All-Star Game moment. Tell us about some of your favorite players. Tell us about some of your favorite commentators we talked about. Like some of your favorite calls for your sports teams.
And we will address that in the next video. Good night.
Yeah, have a good day.